Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to the luxurious Bloomburg Gymnasium to celebrate the commencement of the legendary class of 2013. In the past 4 years that I've been a student at Bloomburg High School, I've experienced a lot of unusual things. Maybe it's because I go to a school that only has 2 hallways that hold all of kindergarten through 12th grade, or maybe it's just the fact that it's so in the middle of nowhere that our entertainment is limited. I've driven to school to find a lawnmower in my parking spot, witnessed guys get ISS for skinning hogs, watched as the stall doors were removed from the boys' bathroom and the toilet paper from the girls. I think my class would collectively agree that some of the most memorable times were spent in our Spanish classes. I actually made a list of all the great memories from those years. Well, it seems I've lost that piece of confetti. 4 years, 208 weeks, 1,456 days, 34,000 hours, 28 dog years. This is high school quantified. This is college quantified. But it's quality over quantity, right? It's not the years of your life that count. It's the life in your years that make all the difference. You now have the opportunity to do whatever you want, so don't waste that on something that makes you unhappy. A phrase that often goes unnoticed amongst our youth, but should be remembered is, you only live once. Even if you're dreaming of backpacking through Europe, joining a traveling circus as a motorcycle stunt driver, or becoming a leading scientist in the field of stem cell research, there will be times when you'll end up watching Forrest Gump on repeat, accompanied by a huge bowl of ice cream. Just know that life doesn't go up from here. It goes in every direction all at once. That's not to say some of the best times of your life aren't ahead of you, because they are. And if high school was your peak, then you just may end up on an episode of MTV's True Life. The real world is now yours for the taking, and it's nothing like the reality show of the same name, regardless of what MTV wants you to believe. Now that I'm graduating, everyone is asking me what I'm going to do. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do. And when I say this, I always get told I better hurry up and figure it out. But I disagree. I can't even decide what I want to eat for dinner. There's no way I can decide what I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't know if I'll ever know, but that's okay. Because one thing I've learned in the past 18 years is that what you are doing isn't nearly as important as who you are doing it with. So special thanks to all my friends and family. And a shout out to the Fantastic Four. It was truly an honor to be a part of it. And now for our valedictorian, Casey Whitaker.
Hey. So, for most of you that know me, you know that I'm not a big public speaker. So, of course, when I was thinking about what I was going to say tonight, I didn't have the slightest clue. It's a big night for us seniors. We've spent countless nights studying, which is really just Facebook and watching TV, but I didn't tell you guys that. But we did get here, and tonight's special to us, and to our family and friends that helped us. So, what was I going to say? Now, for most of you that know me, you also know that I really love to run, too. And when I was running one day last week, it hit me what I would say. And anyone who's ever played a sport knows that when you fall, it's easier to just let it happen. Because the harder you fight falling, the more likely you are to be seriously hurt. So last week, when I was feeling a little weak after running a few miles, I didn't fight it when my ankle rolled. And in that moment, my ankle twisting seemed so symbolic, because high school is the bar, and we are unable to stop it. We should be proud tonight, because some people don't make it through or choose not to make it through and get to this place, on stage, about to receive their diploma. In high school, there are times when it seems like you can't do anything right, or that none of the right things are happening for you. High school constantly points out your weaknesses, points out where your difficulties are, whether it be classes, people, or studying. Whatever weakness you have, high school will draw it out and shine light on it. But what will make the difference, and what made the difference for me, is simple. Just like my twisted ankle, you just have to give in and allow yourself to stumble sometimes. You can't fight falling in high school because you don't come into high school prepared for the classes or the teachers. It's a process. And we weren't perfect freshman year, and we aren't perfect tonight as we leave high school behind. High school is a place full of kids who are constantly changing, and no one is exactly alike. Sometimes making friends is hard, and sometimes it's hard to handle the differences that you have with your classmates. It is not life as different or as weak as you may feel. It's always most graceful to just give in. Accept your differences and live with them. Embrace your weakness and love it. Fix it if you have to. Roll with it if you have to. In your moments of weakness, allow yourself to stumble because the harder you try to fight it, to change it, the clumsier you're going to end up feeling. Now, some weaknesses you live with and some weaknesses you have to fix. But they say the first step to recovery is accepting that you have a problem. So for those of you who don't know, we seniors went on a trip a few weeks ago. And when we went to Dave & Buster's, a certain someone didn't move from the coin pusher game at all. And every time she won, she started jumping up and down like she won the lottery. And if she hasn't admitted it yet, Abby should probably accept that she has a problem before she goes to Vegas. In the senior class, our weaknesses range from Kaylee's dessert pizza addiction to Roman's, to Katie's ever-growing tiara collection, and none of us will forget Tanner's constant impersonations. And we certainly can't forget Hunter Dodd's reputation of running everywhere all the time. On the international trip, we stopped at Dairy Queen, and while we sat there inside eating ice cream, I promise you I saw him run 10 laps through the drive-thru. But I can't bring light to their weakness without bringing out my own. I'm not a big public speaker. And I worked throughout high school thinking how awesome it would be if I could be valedictorian. It's such a huge honor. But when I realized I'd done it, and I realized I had to give a speech, I thought, what was I thinking? I'm chronically quiet in public, unless I know you. And it's a weakness, and I've accepted it. 2 Corinthians 12:10 says it perfectly. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses and insults and hardships and persecutions and difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. I've been lucky enough to be raised around people who believe that, and so I don't worry too much about my problems, but instead I push right through it. And as red in the face as I may get, or out of breath, no matter how many times I fumble with my words, I'll make it through. Don't let knowing that you have a weakness hinder you, but let it help you. Tonight, as we step into the next chapter of our lives, I hope for my classmates to do just this. To persevere through weaknesses in the future, and to realize how strong that you guys truly are to have made it this far.